other top story tonight is the Widemouth 2 fire exploding in size. This is in Millard County. It's burned now more than 68,000 acres at last mapping at 0% containment.
Yeah, we have team coverage of the fire tonight. Brian Schnee and David Ochoa down near the fire line tonight, and Chase Thomason also tracking the impact on our weather as well.
As the community in Fillmore watches this Widemouth fire and the 2 fires burn east of town, public safety officials did hold a meeting tonight.
Yeah, Brian Schnee was there. He joins us live with the very latest on that fire tonight. Brian.
Mark and Heidi, good evening. A well-attended community meeting, people having their concerns addressed here as the wind shifts right now. Just before we bring you this live report, the wind now at my back, and that wind now pushing back in towards the town of Fillmore. The fire was visible behind me just until about 30 minutes ago. Here's some video from just before sunset that I want to share with you here. Just milky skies, and once again, they're focusing on this ridge line here east of Fillmore. They were using aircraft to line the ridge with fire retardant here in case things did get a little squirrely overnight. We had that wind shift previously, which fanned that flames about 9 miles, remember the other day, from Kanash all the way up to the Fillmore area. And right now, there's a noticeable shift here once again as the sun sets. So earlier tonight, I spoke with a business owner in Fillmore and also the county fire warden about how the Widemouth 2 fire has impacted this community.
We got the evacuation, mandatory evacuation and we are in that area. So we didn't want to, risk our employees working. So we just shut it down. And then through the night, they got a handle on it and they got it under control. It didn't seem like it was coming closer to us.
If we didn't have our county road here, we would lose a lot of fires. Our nearest dozer is 2 hours away. Just to have a dozer here in Fillmore, we can catch a lot of fires.
Those are the unsung heroes. They also mentioned them during the community meeting tonight. Those county roads crew that step up and use whatever they have at their fingertips at a moment's notice. They also shouted out the volunteers for the sheriff's office that have been standing watch on roads and making sure roads are clear for fire personnel 24/7 since this fire started. And again, no changes in evacuations here. However, community members relieved to hear that more firefighting resources are on the way with the shift to the complex incident management team taking over the fire operations tomorrow morning. And that is no easy feat with most of the western U.S. experiencing prime wildfire conditions and resources are stretched thin. Reporting live from Fillmore tonight, Brian Schnee, KUTV 2 News.
The Widemouth 2 fire has made its way into Sevier County, covering the skies with smoke. No evacuation orders have been given yet, but the fire is now just a few miles west of Elsinore.
That's right. David Ochoa is live for us in Sevier County tonight. What's the latest from your end of the fire?
Well, the people that I talked to aren't overly worried right now about the fire, but when it explodes in size, just like we saw it do, there is a little cause for concern. A red sun sitting over red rock. No, this isn't the surface of Mars. This is Sevier County in the shadow of the Widemouth 2 fire, causing smoke and ash to rain down on some parts of the area.
It's like Pompeii. It was a lot of ash and a lot of smoke.
The smoke has been the biggest nuisance for people in Sevier County, but if it continues to creep east, it could become a little more serious for people like Peyton Blackham and Chance Ryan. Is there any worries with you guys about this fire growing?
I mean, it's right on that mountain. I got property in that direction, so like if the fire does spread, that's going to be an issue.
The fire has caused several trail closures and is now just miles from Elsinore.
I think for the past 3 days we've seen helicopters just back and forth trying to get water, and it's been kind of rough, a little bit concerning.
Between all the fires in central Utah over the last few years, Sevier County has constantly been bombarded with ash and smoke during summer, something the two men aren't fans of.
I've been living here for a minute now, and it's definitely become a pattern. Every year it just keeps getting a little bit worse, so it's like what's going to come in the next few years is just going to be all ash. So yeah, summers are getting less fun.
Now, the smoke here in Richfield was pretty heavy this afternoon, but as time went on, it moved more and more south. Reporting live in Richfield, David Ochoa, KUTV 2 News.